All right, so let's dive into something that could be a real game changer for you. Landing a job with the state of California.
Exciting stuff.
I know the whole process can seem like a labyrinth,
It can.
but trust me, it doesn't have to be.
Right.
To guide us through this, we have someone who's made a career out of demystifying it all, Michelle Allen. You can find her wealth of resources at www.michelleallencaliforniastatejobs.com.
It's great to be here. I've helped so many people navigate this journey, and the transformation is incredible. They go from feeling intimidated to empowered,
Absolutely.
and that's what I'm passionate about.
And that passion definitely comes through. But okay, so where do we even begin?
Well, it all starts with a shift in perspective. Instead
Mhm.
of seeing this as a daunting bureaucratic maze, think of it as an opportunity
Okay,
to join a supportive system with incredible benefits and real potential for growth.
I like that a system, not a maze, but where's the entry point
Yeah.
to this system?
It might sound obvious, but the first step is to familiarize yourself with the official California State Job Search website. It's not just about browsing listings, it's about understanding the structure, the language,
Okay.
the whole ecosystem of state employment.
So it's like getting a lay of the land before you start exploring.
Exactly. Pay attention to the way jobs are categorized. The terminology they use, it'll make navigating everything else so much smoother. And while you're there, you'll inevitably come across this thing called a CalCareer account.
I've heard about that. It's like your golden ticket, right?
More than just a ticket.
Yeah.
It's your control panel. Think of it as a personalized dashboard where you manage your entire job search journey. You create your profile, you track your applications, you receive important notifications, all in one place.
Okay, so it's essential. Got it.
Yeah.
But then there's the hurdle that trips a lot of people up. The exams. I get why they're there, but they can be intimidating.
Let's reframe that. Instead of hurdle, think of it as a skills assessment.
So-
They're not designed to trick you. They're simply tools to ensure you have the foundational knowledge for the specific role you're interested in.
Okay, skills assessment, I can work with that.
Yeah.
But how do you know what to prepare for? It's not like they hand you a textbook.
That's where those exam bulletins come in. They're basically your customized study guides outlining the key areas covered on the exam, often with sample questions.
So it's not about blind memorization, it's about targeted preparation. That makes me feel a bit better. All right, let's say you've conquered the exam hurdle. What's the next step on this journey? With Michelle Allen as our guide.
Now it's time to tell your story. Crafting a stellar application. And I'm not just talking about a generic resume here. We're talking about strategically showcasing your skills and experience
Right.
in a way that resonates with the specific role you're targeting.
That makes sense. You're essentially making a case for why you're the perfect fit.
Yes.
But there's also this thing called a Statement of Qualifications, or SOQ.
Yes.
It feels a bit mysterious.
Yes, the SOQ. It's where you go beyond bullet points
Yeah.
and really connect the dots. You explain how your background, your skills, your experiences align with the specific requirements of the job.
So it's your chance to demonstrate that you really thought about this particular role
Yes,
and how you can contribute.
precisely. And this is where storytelling becomes crucial. Imagine you're having a conversation with the hiring manager. What would you tell them about your passion for this work and the unique value you bring?
Okay, I'm starting to see how this all comes together. You're not just listing qualifications, you're painting a picture of who you are and what you can do. But let's be real, a lot of people, myself included, get nervous about interviews. What advice does Michelle Allen offer for acing that stage?
Well, preparation is key, of course. Thoroughly research the agency and the specific department you're applying to. What are their current initiatives? What challenges are they facing? Show them you've done your homework and you're thinking strategically.
That's a great point. It goes beyond just knowing what the agency does. It's about demonstrating that you're invested in their success. But isn't there also this element of cultural fit that state agencies are looking for?
Absolutely. It's not just about ticking boxes on a skills list. They want to see if you align with their values, if you'll thrive in their environment. And this is where Michelle's expertise really shines. She has this knack for helping people highlight those intangible qualities that make them a great fit.
It's like she's helping people showcase their best selves.
Exactly. It's about authenticity, showing them who you are
Right.
and how you'll contribute to their team. But there's so much more to this journey than just the application process.
Well, I bet I'm already intrigued. What else does Michelle Allen reveal about the world of California state jobs?
Let's dive back into this. Before we got sidetracked, we were talking about how Michelle Allen helps people navigate this journey.
Right. And I'm especially interested in hearing more about what it's actually like to work for the state.
Yeah.
What are the benefits? What are the challenges? What's the culture like?
Well, let's start with the elephant in the room,
Right.
a stereotype.
Right.
A lot of people think state jobs are all about slow bureaucracy and endless paperwork.
Yeah, I can see how that perception exists.
But the reality is far more nuanced. Yes, there are processes and procedures, but there's also a deep commitment to public service,
Okay.
a genuine desire to make a difference in people's lives.
So it's not just a job, it's a mission.
Exactly. And that sense of purpose resonates deeply with a lot of people. They want to contribute to something bigger than themselves, and state employment offers that opportunity.
I can definitely see the appeal in that. But let's talk about the more tangible aspects. What
Yep.
about the benefits? Everyone wants to know about those.
Oh, the benefits are definitely a major perk. Michelle goes into detail about these on her website, www.michelleallencaliforniastatejobs.com.
Okay.
We're talking generous vacation time,
Mm.
exceptional health care coverage, and a robust retirement plan.
Those are definitely things you don't always find in the private sector,
Yeah.
especially to that extent. Can you elaborate on the vacation time? How much do you actually get?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, you start with 12 paid days off annually, including holidays and a personal day.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the interesting part. That accrual rate increases
Okay.
the longer you're with the state. So the more you dedicate yourself, the more time you get to recharge and pursue those passions outside of work.
That's pretty awesome. It rewards loyalty and encourages a healthy work-life balance. What about the healthcare coverage? What makes it so special?
It's incredibly comprehensive.
Yeah.
We're talking medical, dental, vision,
Okay.
even mental health coverage,
Yes.
which is so important these days. And from what I've gathered, the copays are quite reasonable, which can make a huge difference in your overall well-being and financial stability.
Peace of mind is priceless,
Mm.
especially when it comes to healthcare. It sounds like the state really prioritizes taking care of its employees.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about the retirement plan. You become vested after just 5 years of service,
Okay.
which means you have a solid foundation for your future, even if you decide to pursue different opportunities later on.
That's a huge plus. Knowing you have that security can take a lot of pressure off. But what about career advancement? Is there room for growth within the state system?
Oh, absolutely. The state is very invested in its employees' professional development. They offer a wide range of training programs, workshops, even tuition reimbursement programs to help you enhance your skills and advance your career.
So they're not just hiring you for a job, they're investing in your future.
Exactly. They want to see you succeed and reach your full potential. And they recognize that supporting your growth benefits everyone. It helps the agency, it strengthens the state, and it empowers you to make an even greater impact.
That's a win-win-win. I'm really starting to see the appeal of a state career.
Yeah.
But let's be real, there must be some challenges, right?
Mm.
What are some of the things that people might find difficult about working for the state?
Well, one thing that some people find challenging is the hierarchical structure. Decisions can sometimes take longer because they need to go through multiple layers of approval.
So it's not always a fast-paced environment.
Yeah.
That could be a pro or a con depending on your personality.
And work style, right?
Exactly. Some people thrive on that structure and predictability, while others might find it frustrating. It's all about finding the right fit.
And that's where Michelle Allen's guidance comes in, I imagine. She helps people figure out if a state career aligns with their personality and values.
Precisely. She's a master at helping people assess their strengths, their goals, and their ideal work environment.
Right.
And if the state career isn't the right fit, she'll be honest about that too.
That's so important. It's about finding the path that truly resonates with you, even if it's not the one you initially expected. Okay, so we've talked about the benefits, the challenges, the overall culture. But what about the day-to-day reality? What does a typical day look like for someone working for the state of California?
Well, that varies widely depending on the specific role.
Yeah, an agency, of course. But one thing that Michelle emphasizes is the collaborative nature of the work. You're often part of a team, working towards a common goal.
So it's not about individual competition. It's about teamwork and collective success. I like that.
And there's a strong sense of camaraderie. Among state employees, they often form close bonds and support each other both professionally and personally.
That's wonderful. It sounds like a very supportive
Yeah.
and welcoming environment. But what about the work itself? Is it generally engaging and stimulating, or is it mostly routine and mundane?
Again, it depends on the role, but I think there's a misconception that state jobs are all about pushing papers and attending endless meetings.
So it's not all bureaucracy and red tape.
Not at all. Many state roles involve problem solving, creative thinking, and even leadership opportunities. You might be analyzing data, developing programs, managing projects, or even interacting directly with the public, making a real difference in their lives.
That sounds incredibly fulfilling.
Hmm.
And it really challenges that preconceived notion of what a state job entails.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one thing I'm still curious about.
What's that?
Michelle Allen clearly has a passion for helping people navigate this world. But what exactly motivates her? What's her personal story behind all of this? So before we took a little detour, we were talking about Michelle Allen and that passion she has for helping people navigate this world. But what is it that motivates her? What's her personal story behind all of this?
Right, yeah. She actually shares her journey in detail on her website, www.michellehallencaliforniastatejobs.com. She talks about how she spent years in the private sector, feeling like a small cog in a big machine.
Yeah.
Her contributions often going unnoticed.
So she was searching for something more fulfilling, more impactful.
Exactly. And then she discovered the world of state employment, and it was like a light bulb went off. She realized that working for the state wasn't just a job. It was a chance to make a real difference in people's lives, to be part of something bigger than herself. That's a powerful realization, and it seems like that sense of purpose is something she's really passionate about sharing with others.
Absolutely. She saw how many people were struggling to navigate the complex world of state employment, how many talented individuals were missing out on these incredible opportunities simply because they didn't know where to start.
So she decided to become a guide, a mentor, helping people unlock their potential and find their place within the state system.
Exactly. And she's incredibly good at it. She has this knack for seeing people's strengths, for understanding their motivations, and for connecting them with opportunities that truly align with their values and aspirations.
It's like she's a matchmaker, but for careers.
I love that analogy because it's so true. She's not just throwing resumes at job openings. She's carefully considering each individual's unique skills and goals and guiding them towards the roles where they'll truly thrive.
That's what makes her approach so special. It's personalized, it's supportive, and it's all about empowering people to take control of their careers. But, it's not just about finding any job. It's about finding the right job. And I think that's where Michelle's insights about the different types of state jobs are so valuable.
Absolutely. She goes beyond the generic advice and really delves into the nuances of different agencies, different departments, even different roles within those departments. She helps people understand the subtle but important distinctions that can make all the difference in their job satisfaction and long-term career trajectory.
That's so important because a state job isn't one size fits all. There's such a diverse range of opportunities within that umbrella.
Exactly. You might be drawn to the analytical rigor of working for the Department of Finance or the hands-on impact of a social work role within the Department of Social Services. Or maybe you're passionate about environmental conservation and find your calling within the Department of Parks and Recreation.
The possibilities are endless. And it sounds like Michelle Allen helps people navigate those possibilities and find the path that truly resonates with their passions and strengths.
Precisely. And one of the things that I find most inspiring about Michelle's approach is her emphasis on inclusivity. She's a firm believer that everyone deserves a chance to succeed, regardless of their background, their age, or their circumstances.
That's so important. And it speaks volumes about her character and her commitment to making the state workforce a truly representative and diverse one.
Absolutely. She's particularly passionate about supporting individuals who might face additional hurdles in their job search, whether it's veterans transitioning back into civilian life, people with disabilities seeking meaningful employment, or older workers looking to embark on a new chapter in their careers.
It sounds like she's a true champion for those who might otherwise be overlooked,
Oh, yeah.
underestimated.
Exactly. And she's living proof that it's never too late to pursue your dreams and make a real difference in the world.
Well, I think we've painted a pretty compelling picture of why Michelle Allen is such a valuable resource for anyone considering a California state job. She's not just an expert, she's an advocate, a mentor, and a true inspiration.
Couldn't have said it better myself. If you're feeling even a little bit intrigued by the possibilities, I highly recommend checking out her website, www.michelleandcaliforniastatejobs.com. You might just discover your dream career waiting for you.
And who knows, you might even find yourself joining the ranks of those making a positive impact on the lives of Californians, just like Michelle. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of California state jobs. We hope you found this exploration insightful and inspiring.
And remember, the journey to a fulfilling career starts with a single step.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep chasing those dreams.